If you've been following my channel for the last week, you know that I recently opened up the Amex Gold card and I'm pretty excited about that. But truth be told, I've avoided the Amex Gold card for the last few years for a few reasons. So this video is going to be focused on the higher tier cards like the Amex Gold card and Amex Platinum card, and reasons why you should probably avoid applying for these cards from American Express, at least for right now. Postponing your application to open up an Amex card may be a good idea rather than opening a card that really isn't suited for you and then later on you end up regretting your decision. With that said, editor, roll the intro clip. Hey guys, I'm CJ, and if you're new here, thanks so much for watching. I talk about credit cards and finance related topics, so if that is interesting to you, feel free to subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and if you find this video to be helpful, please leave a like for the YouTube algorithm. Reason number one to avoid getting an Amex card is that you simply don't know the difference between a charge card and a credit card. I have here with me the Chase Sapphire Preferred and the Amex Gold. They're both made of metal, they're both travel cards, and they're both considered to be mid-tier cards. Even with those shared qualities, they're both very different. The Chase Sapphire Preferred is a credit card, which means that you'll be able to carry a balance on that credit card and only be required to make the minimum payment by the payment due date. And this minimum payment is generally a very small percentage of your statement balance. The Amex Gold and Platinum cards, on the other hand, are charge cards. And with charge cards, you're generally not allowed to leave a balance on the card. The understanding is that you will pay your entire statement in full by the payment due date for that statement. Amex does allow for certain qualifying transactions to be paid over time, which gives it a credit card-like function, but generally, you'll have to pay your balance in full. The Amex Gold card and Amex Platinum card aren't really marketed toward people who are currently building credit or have a fair or poor credit rating. Both of these cards are trying to capture an audience who currently have good or excellent credit. It is generally understood that Amex considers those with credit scores between approximately 680 and 780 to be within the good credit range. Those whose scores are above 780 are generally considered to have excellent credit. To be safe, you want your credit score to be well within the 700 range prior to applying for one of these charge cards to improve your approval odds. If you're well below this range or new to credit, consider applying for a lower tier credit card that's targeted towards individuals within your credit range. Discover tends to be a really good option for those who may be newer to credit. A Capital One Quicksilver card may be okay as they are pretty forward with which credit cards are for which credit rating. Just make sure that you avoid the annual fee version of this card. A newer, somewhat trendy option may be the Apple Card, as it will let you know whether or not you're approved without impacting your credit score and give you tips on how to improve your score so that you can be approved in the future. The annual fees that come with the Amex Gold card and Amex Platinum cards are pretty hefty within their respective tier levels. The Amex Gold comes with a $250 annual fee, and although that may not sound extremely high, when we take a look at the competition, you really have to determine whether or not you can get value out of the Amex Gold card. Some competitors include the Chase Sapphire Preferred, City Premier, Capital One Venture Card, and all of which come with a $95 annual fee. A new entry on the market from Wells Fargo, the Autograph Card, comes with no annual fee and offers more reward categories than all of these cards. One note with the Autograph Card is that although it earns points, it does not currently offer the flexibility to transfer those points to a transfer partner. So the Amex Gold's $250 annual fee is more than 2 times the annual fee of some of the top mid-tier travel card options. The story with the Amex Platinum is not much better as it comes with a $695 annual fee. The Chase Sapphire Reserve and the Capital One Venture X both undercut this annual fee by at least $100. The Sapphire Reserve has a hefty $550 annual fee, and the newcomer to the premium travel credit card market, the Capital One Venture X, comes with a $395 annual fee. Hey, have you hit that like button yet? I'm putting in quite a bit of work here, so if you can, please go ahead and hit that like button and consider subscribing to the channel. Now let's get back to today's content. If you prefer to book your travel using websites like Orbitz or Hotwire, then the Amex Gold or Amex Platinum cards won't be a good fit for you. This is even more true for the Amex Platinum card. The Amex Platinum earns 5x points on flights booked directly with airlines or through using the Amex Travel portal, and 5x on prepaid hotels booked on AmexTravel.com. Similarly, the Amex Gold earns 3x points on flights booked directly with airlines or on AmexTravel.com. If you want to use those other discount websites, then neither of these cards are going to be worth it for you because you'll only be able to earn 1 point for every dollar spent instead of 3 or 5 points for the same purchase. There will still be some use with the Amex Gold, but the Amex Platinum will not be a good fit since it offers no other type of elevated reward categories. This next reason is true to the Amex Platinum card. If you don't travel frequently, you'll have a pretty hard time earning a sizable amount of points with this charge card. Don't worry about chasing the elevated welcome offers that can typically be seen with the Platinum card. Yes, getting a sign-up offer for 150,000 membership reward points is a great opportunity. However, we cannot forget about that hefty $695 annual fee. Yes, there are a slew amount of credits that come with this card that can help to effectively cancel out the annual fee, but if you aren't someone who travels often, you may not be able to take advantage of the $200 hotel credit and a $200 airline fee credit, which essentially means that you're throwing away the opportunity to have a $400 discount on that hefty annual fee. The remaining categories that I believe will be used by more people includes Uber Cash, Walmart Plus credit, and the digital entertainment credit, and they only total to $595. The other remaining credits seem to be a bit more niche focused and may not be useful for a lot of people, so I won't factor those into this evaluation, but feel free to check them out on the American Express website. Chase Ultimate Reward points are very valuable, so if you haven't completed the Chase trifecta, it is generally recommended to do this first before applying for credit cards from another credit card issuer. This is because Chase is very strict with its 524 rule. This rule means that if you've opened 5 new credit cards within the last 24 months, then you will not be able to be approved for a new Chase credit card, so you need to have at least 3 slots available so that you can complete the Chase trifecta, which includes the Chase Freedom Unlimited, Chase Freedom Flex, and Chase Sapphire Preferred or Chase Sapphire Reserve credit cards. Both of the Freedom cards I mentioned come with a 20,000 Ultimate Reward point sign-up bonus, and sometimes if you apply in branch, you can get 25,000 Ultimate Reward points for those cards. Currently, the Sapphire Preferred has a 60,000 Ultimate Reward point sign-up bonus, and the Sapphire Reserve has a 50,000 Ultimate Reward point sign-up bonus. Always check the credit card issuer's website because these sign-up bonus offers tend to change every so often. There are people who prefer cashback over any sort of reward points because they like the simplicity of earning cashback rather than having to be worried about either using one of the credit card issuers' travel portals to book travel with their points or transferring those points to a travel partner. If you fall within this category, then Amex cards that earn membership reward points aren't going to be a good fit for you. This is because the cash redemption value of Amex membership reward points are pretty low, being valued at 0.6 cents per point. Yes, you heard that correctly. You'll be getting a little more than half a cent per point if you choose to redeem those points as a statement credit. There are the good Amex card options for this type of redemption. For example, the Blue Cash Everyday or Blue Cash Preferred cards, and this is because these are marketed as cash back cards, whereas cards like the Amex Gold and Amex Platinum are not. Getting good point redemption values is really going to require you to transfer points to the Amex transfer partners. Again, as mentioned earlier, if you're someone who really doesn't want to go through the hassle of transferring your points to one of the transfer partners and instead prefer to use the travel portal, then Amex cards probably aren't going to be the best cards for you. For example, if you were to book a hotel in the Amex travel portal using your membership reward points, then you'll generally get 0.7 cents per point, which again is clearly lower than 1 cent per point. Air travel bookings with points in the portal is typically valued at 1 cent per point, which isn't absolutely terrible, but it is still half of the valuation that the Points Guy website gives Amex's membership reward points. In contrast, Chase will actually give you an elevated point valuation depending upon the card that you have. An extra 25% with the Sapphire Preferred, or an extra 50% with the Sapphire Reserve if you redeem your points within the Ultimate Rewards portal. Even with Chase, this isn't recommended, but at least your points aren't worth less than 1 cent per point. Some people look to open a new card to increase their line of credit so that it can have a positive impact to their credit score by lowering their credit utilization rate. Since these cards are charge cards, we must remember that charge cards do not come with a preset credit limit, so they actually aren't factored into your credit utilization rate, which happens to be the second most important factor of your credit score. Instead, charge cards will impact your payment history, length of credit history, and types of credit, and number of accounts. As a result, it can be argued that charge cards have a lesser effect on your credit score than credit cards. This can mean that keeping a fairly low usage on a charge card wouldn't get you the same credit score benefit as keeping a low utilization on a credit card, and that may be a deal breaker for many people. Alright guys, that will wrap up today's video. If you found this info to be helpful, please go ahead and hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm, and of course, as always, if you stuck to the end, you deserve a high five, so come and get your high five.
Yeah, I'll just stack it up and save. Never be a day I blow 100 for a chain. No.